Every time this boy helped his boss count money, he'd crank the volume on his headphones to the max. After carefully counting the last stack of cash, he'd confidently take off his headphones and hold up one finger.
4 million to the dollar.
But this time, he waited and waited for his boss's response. When he finally turned around, he realized something terrible had happened. While he'd been focused on counting, the debt collector who'd come to collect had been shot dead. Seeing this, the boy didn't hesitate for a second. He immediately made a very sensible promise.
Zippo, say nothing. He had the coming.
But the very next second, Eddie rushed after him, but the family's woods were just too big. Before long, the boy vanished from sight.
Jeff? What are we hunting, Your Grace? Blue tracksuit.
Just then, his older brother Freddie arrived on an off-road motorcycle. They decisively split up to conduct a thorough search for the boy. Finally, at the edge of the estate near a small river, they cornered the boy, who was now covered in injuries from the chase. Eddie intended to talk things out peacefully and resolve the situation amicably, but just then, his brother Freddie approached.
Better get that, Freddie. No witnesses, brother. What the fuck is wrong with you?
As the brothers argued, Jethro behind them made another sly move. The old butler immediately intervened, ordering him to drop the phone at once. But to everyone's surprise, it landed at Freddie's feet. Without a second glance, Freddie tossed it into the river.
Comms next. Well done. Now you can tell me who you was just contacting.
Let him come, Eddie.
With that, he turned and walked away without looking back. Little did he know, the gang member who had received the message was now deep in thought. He promptly relayed the message to the boss. Unaware of this, Eddie and Susie were frantically discussing how to dispose of the body. Susie pointed out that while the murdered Tommy wasn't significant, his brother Gospel was an extremely dangerous figure. Not only one of the largest drug dealers in the Northwest, but also a madman who enjoyed reciting poetry while killing without restraint. Thus, Susie advised they stay out of it and leave the body to professionals. She promptly dialed Felix, their regular cleanup crew, and after briefly explaining the situation, Felix immediately offered to check his schedule before raising his glass to finish his last sip of beer.
It's your lucky day. But I'll need a driver.
No problema.
Though Felix looked like a thug, he was highly professional in his field. He quickly mobilized his crew with full gear and arrived at the crime scene. He swiftly assessed the situation, then offered decisive expert advice. Simply divide the body into 4 parts, then bury it in a secluded spot deep underground. Cover it with a layer of quicklime, add another layer of soil, and finally decorate it with mixed fertilizer. The job would be done.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Why are you chopping it up into little pieces?
This demonstrated his expertise, as it meant they wouldn't need